this is what my current situation is, and I decided to leave it and read extra books with the boys tonight and worry about it tomorrow, because just sometimes you just can't do it all. Good morning, you guys. Well, actually it's totally afternoon. We're currently watching Dino Dana. If your kids love dinosaurs, Dino Dana is where it's at. I am finally sitting down. You guys saw the mess that I left last night, which sometimes it's just gotta happen. I'm sorting laundry. Last night I did a workout, and then I showered, and I actually, I'm like the type that has to wash my hair every day. I need to stop. But I did it myself, and I think I need to get a smaller barrel, because it's just like there's no like curl. I don't know, it looks completely different. It's just kind of like going like that when curling. But we're still in our pajamas. I don't know, I need to figure it out. Watching Dino Dana, and I'm currently writing out my grocery list. So I currently have been like in the middle. Like, I don't feel my best. What are you looking for? Don't feel my best when I am eating what I've been eating. And so my good friend Amy, that I talk about every single vlog, who's helping me on my health journey, and it's already been a year, really was just like, you know what, instead of being like so overwhelmed by all the information that you're getting, write down how you feel after every single meal that you have. And so I haven't been writing it down, but I've been writing it down here, and I just feel like I need to kind of make a change. So one of my favorite YouTubers, her name is Ellen Fisher. She is a vegan, and while I will not probably go vegan, I would never say never, but I definitely want to change some things that are going on. I'm trying to kind of figuring that out. So I'm currently looking at her epic vegan cravings. I want to show you guys. So we've got Woody right here. So it was only $25. Yeah, I want to say 25, and it's so gorgeous. She's so talented, you guys. She posts a ton of her recipes on her page regularly, but it's so organized. It's loaded with information. I listen to her podcast. I love and adore her, everything she does and stands for, and parenting, and she's just amazing. So I've been kind of going over this and just getting some ideas in my head of how I want to structure my day. She's so cool. So I've been on here just kind of figuring out, like, the goal here, point blank, is I want to feel my best after every single thing that I consume, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and that is really hard work. So I've got my notebook here, and I'm going to kind of go like through the line of how I'm feeling now with the things I'm incorporating in my life and in my diet. And then not diet, like lifestyle, like however I eat is how I want to eat forever. And there's just so much information, like meat is so good for you. No, meat is not good for you. We should be consuming milk. No, we shouldn't be consuming milk. Like, she did a really interesting podcast with another girl that I love, Corey, who is all about nourishing your body with meat, and Ellen is about nourishing your body with plants. And so it was very interesting to listen to, and Ellen made some really, really good points about consuming meat and dairy. And so I just kind of want to sit down and say, like, let's get to like the nitty-gritty of how I feel when I'm consuming certain products. So I'm just doing that. I'm going to share with you guys. I definitely suggest to check her out. She's amazing. She lives in Hawaii. She's so cool. They grow a ton of their own food. They have 4 vegan little children. She's had incredible home births. Like, she just really, really, I feel like approaching my 30s, I realized, like, I'm finally figuring out exactly who I am and what I want. 20s was kind of like trial and error, and I feel like one thing that I know that I value in the relationships I have in my life and the people that I look up to, like, don't just talk about it, like, be about it, and she is about it. So definitely check her out, and I'll share with you guys what I end up coming out with. I think tonight I'm making wild mushroom soup with like rice, like wild rice, so I'll share that recipe with you guys tonight. Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome to another vlog. Can you not?
Dude, like, what? I'm your fucking husband. Just bored.
I just made Colin go in the other room because I was like, this is embarrassing and I just need to be alone in a room talking to a camera. Lots going on over here today, but I wanted to start like a little vlog series of just something that I'm really passionate about, which is cooking. And I want to share with you guys some recipes and whether they're good or bad, and kind of just throw in some of my own recipes and just some ones that I find on Pinterest, or maybe ones that like inspire me or something. So we set up the Christmas tree today. I'll show you guys in a second. It's only, what is it, November 3rd? 4th. November 4th. I feel like Christmas just doesn't last long enough. Colin is watching Christmas Vacation, which is his favorite Christmas movie, but I don't understand it at all. It's definitely not one of my faves. But we are just getting all of the Christmas vibes right in here. The kitchen is a disaster. I ran to Sprouts and got some extra stuff that I'm going to use for baking and all of the things. But tonight I'm gonna make some creamy wild rice, I guess you could call it, mushroom vegetable soup. So I have everything ready. I washed and prepared everything to be ready to cut. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I've got my mushrooms. This recipe calls for baby bell, but I really love shiitake. So I've got some shiitake mushrooms that I washed and prepped, some celery, some carrots, some vegetable bone broth. I've got some wild rice, yellow onion, butter, extra virgin olive oil, some fresh garlic, and then I've got my salt and pepper, which I keep right here anyways. After I'm done cutting everything up, it also calls for some heavy cream, some Parmesan cheese, which I have in both of those in the fridge. And I'm gonna get to cutting so that I can get this going. Okay, so I added the extra virgin olive oil, and then I added my butter in there, and now I'm gonna add, it's nice and hot, I put it on a little bit over medium high. I'm gonna add in my carrots, celery, and onion, and I'm gonna let that cook for like 10 minutes until it's nice and softened or translucent. And then after that, I'm gonna add in the mushrooms and the fresh garlic. So two things, make sure that you always put your exhaust on so that it reduces the amount of toxins while you're cooking from all that smoke, all the steam, everything it's releasing. My air doctor normally goes crazy during this. My air doctor is my air filtration system that I have in my house. But I'm gonna shut this off just so you can hear me right now. So I'm gonna keep this on a little bit over the medium heat, and I'm gonna mix it up all together, let it cook, and then while that's going on, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning up so that I'm not in over my head. So there's your tips. The exhaust and cleaning up while you're cooking. I'm not always the best at it, but I really try. Okay, so now they are looking pretty darn good. So I'm gonna add in my mushrooms and garlic. You guys, I don't know why, but I just don't pay attention to measurements because I just like to add what I like to add. So just a little reminder, if you're new in the kitchen or you feel like you have to do everything the exact way, reminder, like, add what you like. If you don't like carrots, don't add it. Maybe you want to add something else. Maybe a certain flavor to you sounds better. But the best part about being in the kitchen, oh my god, so cute, you can hear the bells, is that you're in charge and you get to do whatever you want. Okay, so I added these. I'm gonna let this cook for probably 5-6 minutes, depending on how it does. Poured my heavy cream in here. It was 2/3 cup, and I'm gonna let it rest and kind of warm up a little bit. I'm gonna add in, you guys, I love pepper so much. I love seasonings in general. A little bit of salt. I'm gonna let that cook. And I'll see you guys when it's done. Okay, so the mushrooms are done, so I have my 1 cup of wild rice. I'm gonna stir that in and combine it all together. And then I'm gonna let that kind of like steam a little bit for 1 or 2 minutes. Gorgeous. Okay, this is all set. So now I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. And then I'm gonna add in this whole vegetable broth. It's 32 ounces. And I should be good to go. Add the whole vegetable broth in. Cool. Then I'm gonna bring it to a low boil. So I'm gonna bring it up to high, and then once it starts to boil, I'm gonna let it simmer for probably like 40, maybe like 30 minutes until 5:30 when Colin has to leave for work. And then I'll pack him some. Obviously, the longer you let it simmer, the more the flavors get to combine. But I'm gonna let this boil, and I will see you guys for the next step. Also in the making are some blueberry crumble muffins. I cannot wait to try these. This is from Ellen Fisher's vegan epic vegan cravings that I got on her website. I listen to her podcast and I watch her YouTube channel. I just literally adore her, but they look so good. I'm really excited. So this has been covered for about, what time is it? 30 minutes. I just added the heavy cream and I'm gonna let it sit there until I finish these muffins. I'm gonna pop the muffins in the oven, and then I'm going to check on the soup and see how the rice is doing, and I will see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, this is the final product. It's now bath time. You can hear the kids' music. And I'm gonna go sit and enjoy this delicious soup. I took a little bite and it was so good.